On any sewing machine, including the Smarter by PFAFF model 260c, it is important to take the time to get underneath your throat plate, take out your bobbin and bobbin case, and clean it. So let me show you what that consists of. So start off by taking the cover off from the bobbin door, remove your bobbin, and for safety, I usually recommend that people take out their needle. So you'll need your screwdriver to go ahead and loosen that screw off to the side here and drop the bobbin out. You can take the presser foot off by pushing straight down. That way you've got easy viewing of everything. The screwdriver that comes with the machine can easily get these screws loosened, and then you might even just take your fingers and give them a little swirl. Now, how often do we need to do this? Well, if you look at the type of fabrics you're sewing on, anything that is cotton or flannel or fleece, the minky fabrics, those are all very linty, and that's going to all make a difference in all the lint that's going to gather up. So this is an entire piece here, so just kind of lift it up. You saw me kind of get my finger underneath it and slide it off to the side. Next, this entire area is the bobbin case. Usually after you take this out, this entire basket is going to show the color of fabric you've been sewing on. If you're working with a very linty thread, that's going to show there too. So make sure you get in here at any given time and clean that out. One thing not to do is please don't use canned air. Canned air is going to blow more of that lint in and back into the machine. It's not a pretty sight when your service technician goes and opens it up. It's all back there. So again, use the brushes, use a miniature vacuum attachment, clean that out, suck it out. Here's one that I sometimes use as kind of a big like Swiffer for sewing machines. So you can really get in there and it will get the lint out. Now you can also do a little drop of oil right down in the center. I know your book doesn't say it, but that little guy in the middle is a wick, and a couple drops of oil will take the lubrication to where it needs to go. Now I want to show you how to properly put this back together, but you also need to have your machine serviced on a yearly basis. Trust me, this will make your machine last a lot longer for years to come, nice smooth running. Usually when people bring their sewing machines into us, it's because they didn't have it serviced and now it's a problem. But if you keep up on it, things run a lot smoother. Now here's the key about the bobbin case. Look for this kind of pointed part. That's going to point kind of towards the back, but there's a little heel here that you need to identify because it needs to sit right up against this spring. So when you slide this in, you will find that when it's correctly placed, it will bounce up against that spring with a little movement. That's fine. What happens is sometimes people force this in and it gets over to the side and, well, things don't line up very well at all. So just make sure that when you drop this in, it sits nice and flush around the whole entire hook system, and then that is up against the spring. Next, go ahead and put your throat plate on and tighten those screws up. Put a new needle in if you haven't done that lately, and put your bobbin in. Remember, the little door will show you which way the bobbin needs to sit. And then you just want to test your machine out and make sure everything is sewing correctly. So once again, anytime, after 2 or 3 bobbins of use, meaning you use up a couple bobbins, give it the cleaning it deserves. You want to make sure everything stays nice and clean. Otherwise, stitches start to skip and things are not as happy. So I'm going to just use the needle threader, thread that up, and we'll test that and make sure everything is completely threaded correctly.